I'm Chevy, and today on The Daily Shed, we discuss Cinco de Mayo. Hello friends, it is Cinco de Mayo. Welcome to the shed. First off, before I even start today, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love you've been giving me, especially yesterday's video. Tons of great comments, tons of people, reaching out about life-work balance and all that sort of stuff. That, man, I tell you what, every time I get the little notification chime from my YouTube app, it's great, because it uplifts me for the whole day. And I've really only had a few minor trolling incidents, and I've just banned those people from the channel because I don't have time for that in my life. So thank you guys for making me a part of your daily routine. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for helping me reach new friends. I really appreciate it. Okay, get that out of the way. Let's talk Cinco de Mayo. When I was leaving the office today, when I was looking through the list of show ideas, I really just wanted to talk about Cinco de Mayo. And I had this, my plan was to shoot a PSA that's telling you that if you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, you're misunderstood, and Cinco de Mayo is not a Mexican holiday, and don't be dumb and buy into a non-traditional holiday that doesn't exist. And I was going to teach you about Cinco de Mayo and tell you why it's not a holiday. But you know what? On the drive home, I cooled down and I thought about it for a while. And Cinco de Mayo absolutely is a holiday. No, it is not Mexican Independence Day. Let's get that, let's clear the air. Cinco de Mayo has nothing to do with Mexican independence. Cinco de Mayo is essentially the celebration of a battle that happened between the Mexicans and the French. And we'll get to that in a second. Mexican Independence Day is September 16th. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. So, what is Cinco de Mayo? First off, it's not a holiday. Nobody celebrates Cinco de Mayo in Mexico. Okay, so it's not a Mexican holiday. They don't get the day off. They don't have any large parties. It's just another day. Cinco de Mayo, to the best of our knowledge, started in the late 1860s or mid-1860s in California by a group of Mexican miners. So it was started by Mexicans, and it was in California, which... Sorry, California. So, let's see. I got the wiki page here pulled up, prepared. Cinco de Mayo, first of all, if you didn't know, means May 5th. Cinco meaning 5 of May. Cinco de Mayo. Is a celebration. The date is observed to commemorate the Mexican Army's unlikely victory over French forces at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862, under the leadership of General Ignacio Zaragoza. I don't even know how to say that. So, essentially what happened was the Mexicans were like way outnumbered. Like 4-1 or something crazy like that. And the French were way better equipped, and the Mexicans won the battle. And the story goes that this news traveled to California. That was in 1862. This news traveled to California, and a group of Mexican gold miners started shooting off rifles into the air and celebrating, like, yay! So to them, it was a big deal. The news from back home was, this is a big deal. It happened. We beat the French. And that celebration has continued. So, what is Cinco de Mayo today? It's just a day that we celebrate Mexican heritage. That's what I feel like. And to me, that's awesome. Like, if it's a day that we get to celebrate Mexican heritage, we get to recognize Mexican heritage. Maybe it's a little bit misguided. Maybe, you know, personally, I would like to celebrate Mexican Independence Day with them. That'd be fun. Like have a big North American holiday. They could come over on the 4th and we could go there on the 16th. So, but it doesn't matter that the day has really a very shallow or, you know, unfounded meaning. You know, it'd be like us having Gettysburg Day or something like that. Or I was talking today at work and it was like the Battle of Bull Run. We could have Bull Day on July 21st. But it has meaning to some people. It has meaning to a lot of people, because if it didn't, you wouldn't be able to go to your local Mexican restaurant today and buy Cinco de Mayo shirts. You wouldn't see Cinco de Mayo commercials on TV. You wouldn't see people celebrating Cinco de Mayo all across North America. And so it absolutely is a holiday to some people. I don't know. I think that there's two sides to this coin, because anytime you bring the argument to the internet, or I'm celebrating Cinco de Mayo, you're always going to get the trolls who are like, you shouldn't celebrate Cinco de Mayo, it's not a real holiday, the Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. That's my troll voice. It's no different than me going to my local Mexican restaurant and ordering Mexican food and somebody telling me, that's not real Mexican food, that's not what they eat in Mexico, that's American Mexican food. Who cares? Right? Like, it is a holiday, it is a culture of its own. It was born in America, it's perpetuated by Americans. Why can't we just have a day to celebrate Mexicans and Mexican heritage and defeating the French? Just kidding. I love France. A lot of good game designers in France. But anyway, Cinco de Mayo is a thing. I had Mexican food today. That's not very uncommon. I have Mexican food 2 or 3 times a week. But it was packed. And the particular place that I go is a fairly authentic, I can get very, very authentic food there. And so for the owner, dude, I wish it could be Cinco de Mayo every day. I wish you could stay that packed constantly, because this food's amazing. Did you celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Are you going to celebrate? I mean, it's still early on the East Coast, or on the West Coast, so this might be reaching you in plenty of time for you to have a few cervezas. So go out, have some Mexican food, drink some Mexican drinks, just not Corona. Mexicans don't like Corona. Drink some Dos Equis. And just celebrate. It's a cultural holiday. Unfortunately for white people, it's a cultural holiday. But hey, if my Mexican friends can profit from it, then that's great for them, and I wish them all the best. So let us talk in the comments. Let us talk. Talk to me in the comments about your Cinco de Mayo plans, whether you oppose celebrating Cinco de Mayo because it's a fake holiday, or whatever it might be. Just let us know.
Hey Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
All right, today's random fact comes from Wikipedia. Is it safe to eat packing peanuts? Who the frick asked these questions? How did that even... Being biodegradable and non-toxic, they are also safe for humans and pets, probably pests too, if ingested accidentally. However, they are not produced in food-safe conditions and are not recommended for eating. Also, during the manufacturing process, the nutritional value is removed from starch-based packing peanuts. Who asked these questions? Hey, man, just put a little shake cheese on them bad boys and heat them up, and you've got yourself some faux spaghetti. Why would you? Anyway, the thing about questions like that I always love is like the warning labels. Like, somebody asked that question because they did it. Alright, so that's it for today. Tomorrow is bye day. Don't forget, ask me questions in the comment, hashtag the shed, and I will answer them on tomorrow's show. Send me some mail for future episodes of the shed, and when I open them on camera, you will get yourself a postcard. You can also send me stuff to put on the wall. Be sure to label your package shed wall if you want it hung up. Otherwise, it will go somewhere else in my house. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Go celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I'll catch you tomorrow. If you said to me, I'll pay you $1 million for you to work 80 hours a week, I would tell you to shove it. It's not worth it. I want to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time in this house. I want to spend time, you know, I have all these tools and I want to use them. If I'm working 80 hours a week, when am I ever going to get a chance to turn my bandsaw on? When am I ever going to get a chance to use my drill press or my power tools or any of this wood I have piled up behind the camera?